Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Dance or Speak Up. And today joining with me is none other than dance specialist from JCDC, Patrick Earle. Thank you so much for joining me, Mr. Earle.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Wonderful.
Being here.
So happy to have you here. So I really want to dive into JCDC. I feel like a lot of people don't really know what JCDC is other than what they've seen, like, the competitions. But there's so much more that happens.
Right.
So I really wanted to explore that. So what I want to know is, how would you describe the current state of dance education in Jamaican schools on the primary and secondary level?
Right. So before I dive into the currency
Yeah.
of dance ed, I want us to back up a little bit because I'm representing JCDC. And the beauty of JCDC lies within the thinking of our founders.
Yeah.
Edward Seaga,
Yeah.
a former prime minister. He recognized for the continuity of the arts, for the respect of the arts, for the learning of the arts must be institutionalized.
Yeah.
And therefore, he would have constructed JCDC being an act of parliament. And because it is an act of parliament, the thinking of JCDC is not shifted as political party shifts.
Right.
So
Yeah.
the focus of JCDC is to unearth, to develop, and to showcase. So, and we journey to now, and that still continues.
Yeah.
Before there was Joyce Campbell, there was Lynette Richards, there was Jennifer Garwood. Those are past dance specialists.
Yeah.
And I continue the same mandate. So within the context of the high school and the primary school scenario, focusing on dance plays a critical role in the holistic development of the students. And therefore, I often say to the teachers in the competition, dance is more than JCDC. Though you rehearse for the competition,
Yeah.
and you will get the gold, silver, and bronze, the base understanding is that we want to develop good citizens of this great country.
Right. Absolutely.
Right? So that still continues now. It is a joy to be a part of JCDC. JCDC is a rite of passage for plenty performers.
Yeah.
So currently I'm actually going to schools, prize giving.
Yeah.
And the teachers, they are rewarding the students for participate. Oh, what is that word?
Participate?
Yes, in the JCDC
fine.
competition. So as I say, far beyond the goal.
Yeah.
The school is ensuring that students engage the arts on different levels.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What are some of the key developmental or academic benefits you've seen in children who study dance from an early age?
Their focus. They navigate challenges quickly.
Yeah.
With a smile. Yeah. So the fact that they are in a difficult situation, the creative imagination chips in the classroom as a result of it exercising on stage. Yeah, so they think quickly, they enjoy what they're doing, and they're open to different scenarios.
Nice.
Yeah? So I often tell the students, make it wrong and strong.
Yes.
Yeah, you fake it till you make it, or faith it till you make it.
Absolutely. And I definitely think discipline plays a big part as well.
Yes, discipline. Discipline in the context of the arts doesn't mean staying in a straight line.
Yes.
But is navigating different thinking and coming up with your own and operating as such.
Yeah.
People think that noise is indiscipline.
Yeah.
But noise in the context of the creative process is problem solving, and that leads to discipline because there is this stick-to-itive nature in discipline.
And so how can dance help to reinforce other subjects like history, language arts, or social studies within the classroom setting? Like, how do you think it assists in those other areas?
Dance brings levity to concretize content matters. So if you are teaching history, and for example, you're teaching slavery, to concretize the concept, you can have them watch from the NDTC crossing.
Right, absolutely.
Right. So that in and of itself is an engaging experience, and you could have them also copy some of the movements
Yeah.
of a particular section of the presentation, so they themselves, the students, will become the slave
Yeah.
and embody that emotion, that feeling. So it reinforces. So in an exam, you will remember that choreography.
Yeah.
You will remember that video, and you can write from that understanding.
Yeah.
In the context of mathematics, when some students are doing matrices and there is this cross multiplication from one column to row, you can teach them quadrille, north, south, east, west,
Yeah.
and the dancers are moving from one point to the next. So they have a
Yeah.
physical understanding of the cross multiplication.
Yeah.
Yeah, for example, in geo, if you're teaching levels in the rainforest, in dance we have levels,
Yeah.
high, medium, low.
Right.
So you can create that connection,
Yeah.
so the students can physically remember the content.
Yeah, and I feel like those things should be taken into consideration, considering nobody learns the same way. We all learn in different ways. Some of us are more kinesthetic than others, and I
Right.
don't think teachers are taking that into consideration when teaching. It's kind of just one format.
Yeah.
And I feel like dance allows for different areas of learning to take place. So I feel like dance should be more integrated in the core of studies of the curriculum in schools.
And in truth and in fact, we need to take it from the perspective of how we train teachers
This is
in the
true.
teachers' colleges. Because one semester of introduction to dance cannot teach you the modalities
Right.
in dance. So the teachers' colleges need to reshape their curriculum to
Yeah.
the teaching of the arts. And there is the understanding, not even the understanding, but the saying of using the arts to drive the curriculum. If you're going to do that, you need to have a dance educator in each and every school.
Yeah.
Because the math teacher cannot teach dance.
Yeah.
The English teacher cannot teach, and that is the problem with your education system. We are expecting the classroom teacher, the math teacher, to teach the arts,
Yeah.
and they only do one semester of arts engagement.
Yeah.
It will not happen.
Absolutely. Are there any pilot programs or partnerships JCD is exploring with the Ministry of Education to integrate dance formally into schools? Or more formally, because we kind of already have something going on.
Yeah, we do. I remember that one of our executive director, Mr. Gordon, he instituted a culture agent in every school.
Yeah.
Right? So there is a post there for a culture agent who will ensure that the performing arts, the things of JCDC, lives in the school.
Yeah.
But separate and apart from that, there needs to be a relationship on the matter of dance education.
Yes.
Because culture, yes,
For
it's
sure.
good.
Yeah,
but dance as education is a different thing.
Exactly.
And therefore, I need to see in all the schools a post for dance teachers.
Yes.
There is one for PE.
Yes.
Yeah. And under PE you have dance, but that is so wrong.
Right.
Love physical education, but physical education focuses on the technique of movement.
Yes.
While the dance is all about the technique of the movement, but the creativity. Yeah. So we need a post in the school system for dance teachers.
Yes. It's just so frustrating when I think about it, but it really grinds my gears because I'm like, this is such a crucial part of the development process for children, and it's just lost.
The thing is, but within the early childhood, commission,
Yeah.
there is the understanding of the need to play.
Yes.
And they're engaging the play through the arts.
Yes.
Because within the last 5 years, through JCDC and other artists within the creative space, Dr. Nicolene DeGrasse Johnson,
Yes.
Sophia McCain, Miriam Hines, and others, we engage the Early Childhood Commission with their personal development every year, where the teachers from all the basic schools, they come together.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we engage them through the arts. This year it was at Montego Bay Conference Center. So while the academic world, academia was focusing on the teachers, we were engaging the students themselves.
Right.
And it was a beauty to see them play within the context of culture.
Yeah.
So we need more of that, where the practitioners in dance education, we go into the schools and deliver the arts curriculum.
Yeah. Going back to what you were saying earlier, is there a strategy in place for training more dance educators at the primary level?
Not that I'm aware of, but at the JCDC, we do have workshops in the month of October and November, and that is where we engage our teachers in content matters, whether it is music, dance, drama, with the ultimate aim of entering the competition.
Yeah.
But as specialists, we ensure that we give content so that the teachers can go back in the classroom and create on that content.
Okay.
Yeah, one of the beauty of Jamaica is that we are very talented and we can create out of nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the standard of that end product of creativity must be consistent.
Yes.
And it only can be consistent when you know what you are working with. You dive in the material so that the excellence is repeatable.
Do you think that more falls to the Ministry of Education then, and less so on JCDC?
It is how, and I'm trying to be very politically correct.
It's fine.
It is how, from the political perspective, how we create the ministry. Because yes, there is a good synergy with the current education and culture.
Yes.
But you can educate through culture.
Yes.
So there is a natural merger. So if I were the Prime Minister, I wouldn't have divorced education from culture. And I think that's where the problem lies.
Yeah, they're not mutually exclusive.
Yeah, right. So, hopefully, I'm not fire me. But one of my goals in life is to be a senator.
Oh.
That they will call me because of the knowledge that I have.
Yes.
You know, and I can speak from that understanding.
Right.
Sending it in the universe.
Absolutely. Babs, wash out. Do you envision a future where JCDC Festival of the Arts has like a regional or international touring component? I would absolutely love to see that.
Yeah, well, one of the beauty of JCDC now is that we have a production unit.
Yeah, nice.
Where we stage or put our talents on stage and we manage it.
Yes.
So if you need an act or a presentation from the JCDC, you can call the production unit, or there is the artist business development section where we can produce for you, find the artist for you. We align them with international gigs too, because currently we have a new thing on the market, Fury Short Film Competition, where we identify, after you would have received the goal in the context of Jamaica, we identify festivals that we can recommend you to, where you can show those short films.
Nice.
So things are happening. We have dancers who would have been through the JCDC process, and they are now in Lion King, also on the drama side. So where we don't provide the direct opportunity, the fact that you would have been through the JCDC competition, you are ready for the international stage.
Yeah, absolutely. What I would love to see though is JCDC taking the competition on a regional basis to have and invite other Caribbean countries to come to Jamaica to also compete against the winners that would have won from the stage competitions through JCDC, and we get to the final one, we have like a nice little regional competition. It may sound like a fairy tale, but I think that would be wonderful.
No, it is not,
Yeah.
It's just that within the construct of what we do at JCDC, we are centered on our Jamaican-ness.
Yeah.
So there is that finality of the competition. But the point that you are making, because we do have other individuals from Caribbean islands, they come to Jamaica, they speak with me, trying to understand the JCDC framework,
right,
so that they can implement it.
Right.
They can implement it.
Yeah.
But in terms of competing from one island to the other, that is something that we can think about.
Yeah.
It may not be under the umbrella of JCDC.
Yeah, it
but
could be
through
something
CARICOM.
else. Right. That could be a nice
Through
coming together
CARICOM,
again.
because we have what they call it again, CARIFest.
Yes.
Through CARIFest, on one of the day, we can, rather than having presentation, we can have competitions too,
Singers, dancers, drama.
It
That
can
would be
happen.
lovely.
It can happen.
Yeah, I feel like a Caribbean person, I should know what folk looks like in Trinidad. I should know what it looks like in Grenada, in Barbados, but I don't. I feel like my first introduction to other Caribbean forms was when I went to Edna Manley, when I was already an adult. And I'm learning about the Orishas from Cuba. I'm learning about Yan Valou from Haiti. I'm learning about Landship from Barbados. Like, I would have liked to know that earlier so I could have an understanding of what is happening in and around me.
And if I may share with you, Edna Manley College, in the context of the arts, was created for that purpose.
Yeah.
Now, we do have other territories, Barbados, Trinidad, having their own performing arts institutions.
For sure.
So the integration is lessened, but whichever, because I know faculty members from Jamaica is in Trinidad.
Yeah.
Faculty members from Jamaica is in Barbados. So we still can have that sharing opportunity.
For sure.
For sure. But
yeah. It would just be nice.
It would be lovely.
It would be lovely. I feel like we're just so far removed from each other as a Caribbean community. You know, in this specific area.
But I'm getting political again.
It's
because
this is not a political.
If we shift away from the true understanding of CARICOM, if we go back to the fundamental thinking of CARICOM, we wouldn't be asking that question now.
Okay.
We wouldn't be asking that question now, because that is the purpose of CARICOM.
It is.
That is the purpose of CARIFESTA.
It's not fulfilling its duties.
Woo! But
I can talk. I have no affiliation with nobody.
That is the purpose of that one common market. That is the purpose of CARICOM.
Yes.
Not only in trade, but in the arts.
But in the arts, exactly. One can dream. One can dream.
Yes.
But have there been conversations about forming like regional Caribbean dance alliances or youth exchange through the arts? Because we could have an exchange program.
We could, because we have that with US. We can have it within the context of the Caribbean.
Right.
But during the COVID, there was something that NDTC did.
Yeah.
National Dance Theatre Company of Jamaica. We had this chat, where practitioners within the Caribbean, each Caribbean island, we came together and we discussed how did you navigate teaching dance online.
Love that.
What the artist was doing. That was a beautiful moment.
Yes.
Yeah. So there were some objectives that came out of that experience. And hopefully we can go back to them.
I would love
because we were sharing information, and that is what kept us together as artists.
Absolutely. Especially in such a crucial time as COVID, we were so distant. So that was absolutely a nice coming together. And it'd be nice to have that without some pandemic happening.
No, it's true. Because the fact that we want to share, for example, our folk understanding, we can do it online. We don't have to think about playing fair and all those drama.
Right.
But we can set it up in such a way that we have practical demonstration, though it online is not the best way to teach dance, but it is a start.
Yeah, absolutely. What legacy do you hope JCDC's dance initiative will leave for the next generation of Jamaican students?
That we think honestly,
Oh,
that
okay.
we think creatively, so that Jamaica may under God increase in beauty. So when we think creatively and honestly, we are not copying another man's
Oh,
choreography,
never that.
because dance is copyrightable.
Yes.
Yeah, and so I want to go back to thinking creatively and honestly, so that we can just create something from our own voice. Yeah.
True,
So
true.
we are not trying to repeat, but we abstract.
Yeah.
We stand on the shoulders of others. So I would love that our creativity increases. I would also love that we package what we
Yes.
create. So that is the issue now.
This is
We
true.
don't know how to package. We don't know how to brand.
Yes.
Some of us, we prefer the $5,000 in the moment. But if we delay and study and get our degree, hello, because when I left in Manly, many months ago, and I gave my bill to a
Yeah.
particular hotel,
Yeah.
yeah, to sit down and think about the choreography, that is a set money.
Yes.
Different from going into the studio to rehearse it, that's a different money.
Right.
And then the first performance, the second performance is a different money.
Exactly.
So how we brand
Yes,
ourselves as
branding is absolutely
professional,
important.
and what I would love is that as artists we come together and we establish and set our worth.
Yes.
And not because somebody going to come behind the door and say, "I'm gonna give you $5,
Right. We need to do
So
this,
I want a
this,
union,
right,
where
this,
we establish.
there
and
really should be, there should
Yeah,
be a union.
yeah.
Why we haven't been unionizing?
We need to establish who we are and set a figure.
I feel like this could come from the JCDC though.
So because JCDC is an agency of the Ministry of Culture, right?
Right.
So those artists is speaking to government. So
I
so
see.
JCDC
Couldn't
yeah, right.
unionize. It'd have to be like an external.
An external body.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we are here. We are here
assist,
to advise.
advise.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and even to set it up, but
True.
to leave it so
Right.
that
The
you
next
can
one.
have your own voice.
Absolutely. How can the wider community, especially parents, principals, artists, rally around the idea of dance as an essential to a child's development? So that way we can cement this formal dance education curriculum into the core process of what it means to like go to school and take class.
There needs to be a paradigm shift in the thinking of some principals, some parents. The students aren't engaging in the arts to become the artist. Yeah?
That's true.
Your child, your student doesn't necessarily have to be the dancer, the actor. But the fact that they would have engaged in the arts, they are now thinking creatively.
Yes.
They are now becoming disciplined.
Right.
They are now becoming happy problem solver.
Right.
They are thinking in the moment. So we just want to engender those abilities.
Yeah.
That's all we want to do. If they want to study the dance formally or the arts formally, that's okay. But the concept of the arts within the curriculum is to engage the arts for engaging sake, not to become.
Yes. Which is unfortunate because there are so many avenues you could take with the arts. You don't have to be on stage. You could be backstage.
Yes.
You could be the one delivering the equipment.
The camera person
The
right
camera
here.
person right here, the lighting technician. There's so many avenues that
Because
we have.
even you,
I'm here.
You were in the studio.
I was in the
You're
studio.
not on the stage, but this in and of itself.
Exactly.
And you were a vocal student
Right.
in your days. You really expressed yourself. And
always been an advocate, guys.
And the fact you are beautiful, long lines,
thank you.
lean. So now when anybody look at you, your posture is in good alignment, and it is because of the dance.
Yes. Yes.
You're not on stage doing a Batman.
No.
A pirouette. No. You look elegant.
Thank you.
Your torso is centered. So it's all about that. It's just for you to look good in the boardroom. If you're going in the boardroom,
yes, you
sitting
could,
like this,
nobody's
we're
gonna
not
take you
cutting-
seriously.
No. So I'm going to say engage your core,
Absolutely.
squeeze your scapulas together, find your sitting bone. And that's all. That's all.
Not the team doing it.
And they're literally doing it.
But yeah, I mean, you could sit on the board of a dance franchise, something. You could participate in different ways. There are more avenues than what you think and see with your eyes. If you just explore, dig a little deeper, there are other things that you could...
Entertainment law.
Right. Entertainment law. We need lawyers in the entertainment field.
Who understand the artistic expression,
right?
Because it is good and well to manage the artist,
right?
But if you don't experience the artistic creation
exactly
of whom you are managing,
exactly,
you're not going to be a good manager.
Absolutely. I think when you said it, I think of Renee McDonald.
Yes,
she is a dancer, she is a choreographer, but she's also a lawyer, and she understands what it is to sit in this in this area.
Right.
So she would be the perfect person to represent any dancer, any musician or whatever the case may be.
Perfect.
So,
perfect.
Well, think about that. But if you could implement one major policy change tomorrow to benefit dance in education, what would it be?
Wow, that's a beautiful question. So the policy would be that one, there is a particular country, I think it is Australia, where it is mandated that at the beginning of every sporting and entertainment event, that a particular traditional dance is done.
Okay, that's beautiful.
I would create a policy in which the practice of the traditional folk form is a culture in and of itself.
Okay.
So it's the practicing of the traditional form becomes the culture.
Yes.
So the culture is there, but if you don't live it, if you don't breathe it,
you won't understand it.
You won't understand it, and it will not live.
Yes.
So I'm saying the livity of the culture, it must be a culture in and of itself. Am I clear? So it must be done every day, not only at Independence. We don't only see John Kuno at December. That kind of a thing.
It's a
staple.
Thing.
It's a staple.
It's a part of who we are. Culture is the way you live.
Yeah, so it's to create a policy of how, as a nation, we engage the arts 24/7.
That's wonderful. Sign me up.
Yeah.
When are you ready to take this? I need to something like tomorrow.
Yeah. But everything must be institutionalized.
Yeah.
For consistency.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's definitely gonna take some hop leaps and jumps. But it's not impossible. Especially considering we are the Jamaican people are so talented and so creative, and there's so much. Like when you see Jamaicans, you think of Bob Marley, you think of these wonderful, talented people. So it's there. We just need to see the value of it here.
And in truth and in fact, you have others who would have processed it similar,
Yeah.
Dr. Nicolene DeGrasse Johnson, her thesis focused on policy.
Yes.
Policy. It cannot be an happenstance.
No.
It cannot be a moment.
It has to.
It cannot be a fleeting moment. No.
It has to be a movement. Yeah, I agree 1,000%, and I read that.
Yeah.
So I agree with her 1,000-fold.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, Mr. Earle, I do hope this policy takes place at some point or the other. But thank you so much for joining me. It was absolutely lovely to have you here.
Thank you so much.
And you represent JC well. You're totally fine. Don't worry yourself. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Dance to Speak Up. I'll see you in the next one.